ערב טוב, ברוכים הבאים. Tonight, בעזרת השם, we're going to talk about חג השבועות הבא עלינו לטובה. בעזרת השם, this week, the Shavuot, one of the favorite chag for the children. They like to get ice cream, they like to spread some water on top of each other. And tonight we will learn what is exactly Chag Shavuot. What we doing in this holiday that is only one day outside of Israel. It's 2 days. The rest of the three regalim, the rest of the three holidays that we have from the Torah, like Sukkot and Pesach, we have 7 days or 8. Shavuot is only 1 day. If you're not living in Israel, it's 2 days. We got extra. But why Shavuot is only 1 day? What is exactly Shavuot that the Torah not even describe or title or name this Chag and the specific name that is all about Torah? The Torah called it Chag Shavuot Ha'aselach, which means the Torah name the holiday based on the weeks that we count every day and every week in the last 7 weeks from Pesach. We count the Sfirat HaOmer, and the question is why? Right? It's like I'm going to call the holidays, the holiday of Hanukkah, I'm going to call them the juggle of oil holiday. Are you serious? Okay, this is the miracle. This is, but you don't call it about the name. This name, you name it based on the meaning of the Chag, right? In the Tefillah, in the Siddur, we see that we mention the name of the Chag, Chag HaShavuot, Zman Matan Torotenu. This is the time of Matan Torah, the time, the moment that we receive the Torah from Hashem. So why the Torah call it Chag Shavuot, right? So we have so many customs that we do in Shavuot. What is the first famous one? We stay up all night. What we do all night? What we stay up all night? Because Am Yisrael, before they received the Torah, they slept. They didn't wake up. Hashem said, hello, I brought the Torah after 200,400 years. I want to give you guys, we all slept. Right? Because of that, we have to stay awake all night and to learn Torah. But not just learning Torah, we have to do the special tikkun. What is the tikkun based on? We read it the entire Bible, 3 psukim in each parasha, in each chapter. We have to read 3 psukim in the beginning, 3 psukim in the end. Well, what is that? It's like the mini version of the Bible. What is that? When you finish the Bible, you have to read the entire 613 mitzvot. We have 613 mitzvot from the Torah, 7 mitzvot for the Rabbanan. So we read it. Why we have to read all of it if most of it are not even relevant? How many mitzvot relevant today? Barely 50. You can keep up to 80. Sometimes if you Kohen or Levi or certain things, up to 100 maybe. But most of us, we around 50 mitzvot from all the 600. So it's not so hard to be religious. So why do we read during the night 613 mitzvot? Not only that we read it, there is another custom to jump into the mikveh in the middle of the night. If you're a man, of course. Going to the mikveh, then you're coming back for shacharit. Why are we doing all of that in the night of Chag Shavuot? Another custom that's very famous, what type of food that we eat? Dairy, right? If you want to gain some weight, you get some cheesecake and you eat some nice food with mozzarella and parmesan and all the yummy stuff. Why are we eating the dairy stuff, cheese stuff, milk stuff, and all of that? Why? So there's a few reasons why. But there's a few reasons that we're going to learn tonight. And we're going to learn the meaning behind it. The meaning behind Chag Shavuot, not just the basic meaning. Okay, we receive the Torah. The Torah, it's like a sweet. That because of that, we like to eat something sweet like a milk because we feel like a baby, right? That's what Chazal said. It's a food for a baby. We showing our thirsty that we like so much the Torah. We like to eat it and enjoy the sweetness. That's what we eat, milchik stuff. Or another reason, because when they received the Torah, they got all the restriction. Now we're not allowed to eat whatever we want. We have to kosher our food, our pots. They didn't have enough time. Okay, so we just gonna eat dairy. But tonight we're going to learn the meaning of it, behind it, to understand what is exactly Chag Shavuot, and to understand how it's relevant to our life, and how we can get the best of it to the rest of the year. That the Arizal promise. Arizal, the biggest Kabbalist, he said, whoever stay up all night, he promised a life policy that you're not going to die during the year. And nothing going to happen to you. So how the most of the world still sleeping? How many people from all the Kehillah, from all the Kehilot, all the communities stay up all night? The Ashkenazim, they stay up until 1 or 2 a.m., they go to sleep. Ashkenazim, they got policy from different places. But the most of the Sfaradim, you know, when they heard about Sgulot, they already signed up. Why? How the Arizal said, if you ever stay up all night, and it's hard, it's not easy to stay 8 hours. During the year, there's no problem to stay up until 4 a.m., 5 a.m., right? You're scoring, you're watching, you're whatever. Oh, 4:30, well. And you see people available. People, about Shavuot, 1:30, 2:30, you're starting to see some stars. So, the question is why we have this gula to stay up all night and to stay alive and to get the life policy for the entire year. So let's see what is Chag Shavuot all about and how we can learn so much powerful things to our life. Not just to our life, specific to our relationships. Because Chag Shavuot is not a regular day that we celebrate something that happened 2, 3, 4,000 years ago. It's not a holiday that we celebrate a miracle that happened in the past, thousands of years ago. It's something that we celebrate our foundations, our relationship with God. This is actually the celebration on our anniversary. We celebrate our anniversary because we got married at the same time of Chag Shavuot, in the 6th of Sivan, 2448. For the beginning of the creation, Hashem brought us in the mountain of Sinai. And Hashem finally decided to give to us the Torah that already exists 973 generations before the creation. So 970 years, 73 generation, plus another 26 generation from the beginning of the creation. How do we know that we have 26 generations? We have 10 generations from Adam until Avraham Avinu, the first father. From Adam until Noach, from Noach until Avraham, another 10 is 20. And then Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Levi, Amram, and Moshe Rabbeinu. 26 generations plus 973, it's 1,000 generations already that the Torah exists. But we just got it in the same day. So Hashem chooses after he went to all the other nations, and he asked them, do you want to receive the Torah? What did Hashem say? Hashem asked, and he already suggested Torah to the entire nation. He came to the Arab people. Do you want to receive the Torah? They said, what's written in it inside? They said, you're not allowed to kill. Well, Allah, what? We live on that, right? We live on the Jihad Islami and the Hijaz, the Hamas, the Hezbollah. We live on our killing. What is not to kill? Why did Hashem didn't show them the other commandments? From the 10 commandments, you show them just that you know already what's hard the most for them. It's not fair. He came to the European people. What's written on it? Okay, show us. We would like to get the Torah, but show us first. He said, Lo tinaf. You're not allowed to have any adultery. No, listen. We live on that. What's lo tinaf? We came from Bnei Ammon, Moab. We build through this kind of forbidden relationship. He came to Bnei Edom. Bnei Edom is Bnei Esav. He said, you want to receive the Torah, what's written in it? You're not allowed to steal. Well, what do you mean not allowed to steal? How can we make a living? How can we make a living? We have to steal a little bit from the boss, from others, to cheat. We have to use our combinot to get some money, right? So the question is, you want to offer the gift, you want to offer someone, but you ask them and you give them the false information, not the false information, but the information that is not relevant to him. So it's not fair. Show me, if you want to give me a food, you want to give me a meal, and you know that I hate beans. What's inside the box? It's beans with rice. No, I can't have it. But what about the rest? Why you didn't offer me the schnitzel? Why you didn't offer me the chicken? It's not fair, right? So why Hashem choose the one dibra, one commandment that every nation got the most difficult one that he cannot even keep it? It's not fair. Hashem said, you know what? You guys not serious? I cannot offer you and give you the Torah. I choose Am Yisrael. He chose Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael said, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do and then we will hear. Okay. Oh, I like you guys. Hashem sent all the angels. The angels came and they put all the crowns for Am Yisrael. How many crowns? 1.2 million crowns. 2 crowns on every Jew. 600,000 Jewish people. Multiply 2, 1.2 million crowns. אחד כנגד נעשה, אחד כנגד נשמע. Well, look what happened. When Am Yisrael came to the mountain of Sinai, Hashem said, Hashem lifted the mountain of Sinai, and He said to Am Yisrael, are you willing to receive the Torah? So, we already told you that we're willing to receive the Torah. That's why we came here. We came to the show to get it. If you're willing to receive it, fine. If not, I'm going to bury you. I'm going to bury you under the mountain. Are you serious? I already accept the terms and agreements. You know what? Accept. You never read all the agreements. You never know what you signed for. But you agree. Press the green button. You already agree. So why you send me again the application to agree? Why you force me? Why you even threaten me that if I'm not going to receive the Torah, you're going to bury me alive? What kind of relationship is that? Who wants to be in a relationship? Listen, if you're not willing to come every day at 8 o'clock, I'm going to get divorced. If you're not willing to do that and that and that, I'm going to... Maseh. Relationship, you have to come in agreement that we both agree and we have a business plan together and we work towards our goal together. What kind of relationship is that? So tonight, I would like to share with you a few points that we can learn from the relationship with Hashem that can give us the foundation, the basic foundation of Judaism and the basic foundation of Am Yisrael and Hashem Yitbarach. And that's why the Shavuot is the most important holiday from the all holidays. The other holidays we celebrate what happened in the past, thousands of years ago. And Shavuot, we celebrate the foundation, the anniversary, the relationship, and the core, the essence that makes us connected together, that is relevant on every single day. And we can learn from that to our relationship and to the relationship that everybody going through, whether you're going to get relationship, whether you're in the middle of relationship, whether you married already a few years, whether if you trying to find the exit from the relationship, or you already got the exit from the relationship and you're looking for the second one. So all about relationship, we'll learn tonight what is the keys that makes the relationship works and what the stuff that we do that makes us chas v'shalom get buried under the institution of marriage. That's what happened to almost 70% of the people around the world, that most of them are not succeeding, most of them end up by getting divorced, or those who are still married, half of them wants to get out, if they could have. How come? Hashem making such an institution of marriage that designed in a way that buried themselves and buried two people in the same place that it's almost impossible to keep on track without getting trouble. I almost cannot have, I don't know if I know any couple that don't have any trouble in relationship. I'm not talking about arguments, that's natural and that's okay, arguments or disagreements or stuff. I'm talking about real stuff, real problems. I'm not talking about people in the beginning. I'm talking about after 2 years and up. No, I'm just kidding. So, the most jokes that we have around the world, what is that about? About relationship, right? You have some jokes? Always, right? You're good on it. So, you know, there's 3 rings in the world. There's engagement rings, right? In the beginning. There's wedding rings, and there's a suffer rings. So this is the ring. There is a ring that we all suffer in a way that we don't know what to do with each other. I don't know what she wants from me. I don't know, Rama. I'm getting crazy. I'm getting nuts. She killing me. She pulling the point. She's finding the weaknesses. She pressed the button that I'm exploding. I'm so nice to everyone. I'm so happy. I'm the most popular person in the community or everywhere. But when I came home, I become an animal. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting angry. I'm going to kill someone. Why? And you see the woman, she's so nice, she's so lovely, she's so, yes, how are you? She's so amazing in the house, she put up the gun, she make him so tata, she make him so small, she put him on the ground, she's screaming like crazy, she's yelling, she whining, you don't care, and I'm right? Sounds familiar? I don't know. Maybe some, yeah? And he say, why? How can I get out of here? Hashem, why? Hashem, let me go already. No, if he's not going to love me, if he's not going to pay attention, if he's ignore me, I'm going to leave him. No. We always hear those conversations. The question is why? You see a lot of people walking on the aisle, they wave the chuppah. Are you marrying me, madame? Right? You see the proposal, they invest in so much, and it's so lovely to post it on Instagram, and you see hundreds of likes and comments and share. And you feel above the world. It's above the world. Here's a batata, dude. I'm going to above the world. You want to bury yourself. You don't. You want to share. You want to scream. You want to go out. You want to do something. But what can I do? I have kids. What can I do? It's embarrassment. What can I do? I have the. So, what can we do in order to prevent problems to come? And it's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be something. But the question is how we can handle those situations, how we can come with a healthy mindset, and how we can understand each other in a way that we know how to handle situations like that. And we make sure that we're not going to break the bond that we established in the beginning. So let's learn together what is exactly the keys that we can learn from Chag HaShavuot to our life, to our relationship. I told you that when the couple got married, you know, they have 4 sticks that they hold, 4 guys holding the 4 sticks, right? When you got buried, there's only 2 sticks that you're holding on the side, right? Why here, when you buried someone, you have only 2 sticks, and when you married someone, you have 4 sticks? Because here you bury only 1 person, here you bury 2. So this week I had also wedding, also funeral, also brit, so many things at the same day. So it was amazing to see how this one got born, this one died, this one almost died. So Hashem Yitbarach. Hashem said to Am Yisrael, I would like to have relationship with you. I would like to have connection with you, and to build such a healthy relationship that we never give up on each other. That we know there is only one-way ticket. There is no even other options outside. I want to make sure to prevent even the possibilities that you cannot even have anyone else on the list, that in case that something happened, listen, I have another options outside. What do you think you're doing? One more mistake, I'm going to go outside. Well, what do you think? Right? Hashem said, before I'm going to bring the Torah, before I'm going to have any relationship with you, first of all, I want to make sure that you have the first key of any relationship. What is that? Is the preparation and get to know each other. What does that mean? We ask, why we call this Chag HaShavuot? Right? We're supposed to call it how? Chag Matan Torah. This is the holiday that we receive the Torah. But why we call it Chag Shavuot, the week's holiday? What is that? Nothing to do with the weeks. Because based on your preparation in these weeks, 7 weeks of preparation that you prepare yourself, you get to know yourself, you work on your midot, you work on your behavior, you understand what your action is, you're holding back and you're working on your ego or your ability to be a giver, the chesed, the gevura, you're working on yourself every week. Based on that, you're going to receive the Torah in Chag HaShavuot. If you didn't prepare, if you just come like that, you don't have any preparation, you didn't work on yourself, you didn't have any plan, you didn't know the other person, you didn't get the excitement, there's no way just to show up. People have today expectation. You have list of expectation. Listen, I have 10. Hashem said, before I'm going to bring you the Torah, before we're going to have any kind of relationship, before we're going to swear to each other, Shavuot means weeks in Hebrew. I want you to prepare 49 days. Why 49 days? This is exactly according to the 7 Sfirot. Every day and every week you're working on something else. You're working on your chesed. How much you're willing to give, to be a giver. How much you're going to hold down on your anger and your ego, right? How much you're going to combine two of them in tiferet. How much you're going to be a nice person, hod, yesod. You keep in your kedusha, tahara every week. You're not just showing up. You're not just, okay, accept me as I am. Somebody told me, Rabbi, I thought that love is supposed to be unconditional love. She's supposed to love me as is. Right. She needs to accept me as I am. What do you mean? If you're not going to take a shower for 1 week, she can accept you as I am? Get out of here. What do you mean? Love is unconditional. Unconditional love. But marriage is with condition. You cannot get into a marriage institution without conditions, without business plan, without having exactly, very, very clear for both of you what kind of relationship you have. Not only that, what is the goal that you're willing to work towards the goals together. You have a common goal. Because I said to people all the time, don't look in each other's eyes. I love you, how much you're so nice, you're so pretty. No. Both of you need to look together in one goal and walking towards the goal and to have an in common goal that never give up and support each other until you reach your destination, till you reach your goal. Right? Because the reason that people have problems and giving up is not because of the problem. It's not because it's hard. It's not because she drives you crazy. It's not because you are nuts. It's because you don't have any goal together, so everything bothers you. If you have a goal in the mountain to reach $10 million, right? And you're starting to climb, day by day, and it's getting cold outside. You're getting some rocks falling on your face. Who cares? Who cares? You're willing to accept it and to swallow even the rocks, right? Because you have a goal. When you have a goal that is above me and above you, a spiritual goal, something that is above putzi mutzi, right? Something is above lavi-davi. You can succeed and have the relationship continue no matter what. Yes or no? So you have to have a goal. Hashem said, I'm going to meet you guys. Where I'm going to meet you? I'm going to meet you in 49 days. In the 50th days, I'm going to meet you there. But I want you to prepare. I want you to wait. I want you to get excited. I want you to appreciate, to look up to something. I want you to get to know yourself. Because most of the people that have problems in relationship is not the relationship issues. You have a problems within yourself that reflect on the relationship. How can you come to the relationship if you're still depressed? You still cannot work on your emotion. You cannot fix your mental problems. You're getting angry, you're getting depressed, you're getting anything that happened, you get in 3 days in the bed. How can you handle someone if you can, or accept someone else that is not going in your right way if you're not accepting yourself? How can you love someone if you don't love yourself? How can you expect someone and to compliment someone if you always focus on what's wrong? You always focus on what's wrong on yourself. You self-sabotage yourself. You hate yourself. You hate others. You always criticize. You always try to get control. You have a trauma from your childhood. You have a daddy issues. So I have to know all of that. You have to know it. You have to know what you bring to the table. I have to know what's right, what's wrong, what you have, what kind of package and bags you carry from the past. So a couple that not willing to invest in a relationship course before they get married, don't get married. Don't get married. Because you're going to pay so much after for psychology, for the marriage consultant after, that maybe can help you. So it's not better to learn it before? To learn about yourself? To get a self-awareness? To get the self-development? To learn from the basic who I am, what I'm all about, what is my needs, what is my goals in life, what I want to achieve, what kind of relationship I have with God, what is my values, what is my rules, what is my limited beliefs, what is my perspective on the world. I have to get to know you before you get married. You have to get to know your spouse. No, he's a nice guy from New York, from New Jersey. Yeah, he came from LA, opened the door, he's such a gentleman, he's such a da-da-da. It's just nonsense. And you know it. We all pretend in the beginning that we're such a nice people. But after all, the real person, the real me comes out. And that's what we ending up in so much problems. So you have to know each other. And not just to know each other, to learn about their relationship, to learn about marriage, to learn what is that all about, what is Hashem wants, what is the why, not just the how. Everybody know how to get married, everybody know what to do, but you remember we talked last week, but not enough people know the why to get married. Why? People are not connecting to you because what you have to offer. People connecting to you because of your why. What do you believe? You remember that? That's why we all have to share our values. You have to share my thoughts, my skills, my knowledge, my who I am, in order to share, to let the other person know, to get to know each other, to prepare. This is called a preparation. This is number one. That's why Chag Shavuot is not about just about the fact that we received the Torah. It's about the preparation before we got under the chuppah. To get to know each other, to be excited. Because you can get the best person in the world. You can get the best wife in the world. The best husband. But if you're not prepared, you not get to know him very well, you're not going to appreciate him. You're not going to appreciate him because what are you looking for? Always what I'm going to get from him. How he's going to upgrade my life. How I'm going to be satisfied. Yes, you have money. You have a nice job. He's going to treat me. He's going to buy me a house, buy me a car, buy me a Tesla. You don't care about the person. Even today, people call, how much money you make? How much money you make? He didn't even ask me what type of person this guy. What type of personality? What type of problems he have in the past? So I have to learn about all of that. B'ezrat Hashem soon, we're going to open the group for relationship. Whoever wants to join the relationship course, B'ezrat Hashem, very, very soon I'm going to announce the relationship course. Very, very powerful course that can change your relationship and change your life if you're willing to invest in your life and your relationship. So that's why Hashem said, Chag Shavuot ta'aseh lach. I'm going to make you prepare. I don't want you to show up. You just came out of Egypt, full of wounds, full of problems, as a slave, mentally problem, emotional problems, so much stuff that you drag from your past as a slave. I need to change your identity. I need to get you to prepare yourself to be a better person in order to receive something. So based on your preparation, that's the kind of relationship you're going to get. Based on your preparation, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, you're working on your midot and your manners, that's the way you're going to get the relationship. So whatever you're going through in the relationship today is not something that popped up. It's something that built for so many years and we're stacking and stacking and stacking so much in our storage, in our subconscious mind from a childhood. Most of the problems that appear in a relationship is because of the childhood. I have to be aware of that. I have to know. That's why we call Chag Shavuot based on the weeks. But another reason why we call it Chag Shavuot. What is Shavuot? Means in Hebrew to swear. Shvuah. Right? Swear. Hashem said, before we have any relationship, we have to make sure that we're not just going to get married. I swear, it's funny that Hashem said, I swear to God. But Hashem said, I swear to you guys that I will never, ever choose or replace you to another nation. Am Israel said, we swear that we never change the God. Hashem Elokeinu. Hashem Echad. Hashem is the one. Hashem, even in the judgment, even in the mercy, even in the good, even in the bad, we accept each other. We swear each other. So it's not enough just to agree to get married, to have a relationship. I have to make sure every person, especially a wife, a woman, needs to know the certainty. She needs to know that there is security, that I can rely on you, that you never ever choose to go outside or maybe slip a little bit or do something outside the relationship. You have to be loyal. You have to swear on each other that we never give up on each other. That's what I said to couple, that instead of fighting, instead of trying to justify yourself, yeah, I do, yeah, you're right, I'm wrong, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Just stand up in front of your wife. Why is she shooting you? Why is she shout out and screaming and you almost die? Stand up and say, I'm sorry. I love you. I will never give up on you. That's the only thing, right? 30 seconds, she's meow, right? 30 seconds. Yes or no? Why? Because you're always afraid, maybe you're going to leave, maybe you're going to shoot. So when she feels that something going to happen on you not here, or she don't have the certainty, the security, you don't give her the sense of feeling that she's in the right place, she become the man, she become the one who's shooting. She don't want to be like a man. She don't want to use her masculine. She uses it out of survivor mode. That's what she's shooting. That's what she's fighting. That's what she criticized. But you don't understand, by being criticized, by being controlling, you're killing your husband. By being and using your masculine power, your husband see another man in the house. Oh, I don't want to be with another man. Right? I'm not from those. Right? I don't want to be with another man in the house. I want you to use your feminine power. I want you to use your sweetness. I want to see that we can have the best relationship together. Otherwise, we have the depolarization. You know what the depolarization? Who knows this word? Only two people. Right? What is it? It's upside down. There's no connection. What? Right? So,
It's a magnet.
Exactly. So second, Shavuot tells us that we have not just to choose who we want, we have to get to know each other and to show and to shake our hand and make a bond that we never give up on each other. That's why Hashem said, Hamaral said, that the reason that Hashem picked up the mountain and said, if you're not willing to receive the Torah, I'm going to bury you. Why? Why you force me? Because the Torah said, there is halakha in the Torah, very interesting halakha, that if you, chas v'shalom, have any kind of relationship by force, let's say someone taking a girl, force her to have a relationship, what is supposed to do? You have to marry her, and he never can get divorced. מהר ימהרנה לו לאישה, לא יוכל לשלחה כל ימיו. Very fast, get married and you cannot get divorced. Hashem said, how can I make sure that I'm making this bond so strong, and one way that I cannot never get divorced from Am Yisrael, I have to do it by force. Right? That's the Maharal said. But there is another reason. There is another reason why Hashem make it in the way. Jean, can you put the AC down? So there is another reason. We ask why we get the Torah and Hashem asked from all the nations in the world before, you willing to receive the Torah or no? What the other nations said was written in it. What did Hashem reply? Hashem told them only the hardest commandments that they cannot and impossible for them to fulfill. Right? Like lo tignov. Do not steal, do not kill, do not have in any adultery. Why did Hashem choose only the hard stuff? Why? It's not fair. That's what we ask. Why you didn't show me the good stuff, the easiest stuff? Right? You know what's the answer? Thank you. Because in relationship, people get into the relationship in the wrong perspective, in a wrong approach. I'm going to have a beautiful relationship. I'm going to upgrade my life. It's going to be so much love and so much, right? I'm going to have such a beautiful life. Now my life is miserable. Now I feel alone. Now I feel bad. Now I want something. But now we're going to have so much together and togetherness and friendship. And we're going to travel. We're going to do. Right? That's what we have an approach. He's such a good guy, such a good girl. And lovey-dovey. Oh, how are you? Like little babies. Right? Because in the beginning, what happened in the beginning? Our dopamine, the hormone, dopamine is working. We all getting drugs. It's not the real me. You are drugs. You are, how you say misuma?
Under the influence.
Drug?
Under the influence.
Drugged, right.
Under the influence.
So your dopamine goes and open your right side on your mind that you see only the good things. You don't see the bad things. After year or sometimes 2 years, the dopamine goes down, then the bad things popped up. How did I marry to this girl, to this guy? I can't believe it. How didn't see his anger issue? How didn't see that he's so stubborn and so dafuk barosh, right? How did I see it? Because your dopamine and your oxytocin, the hormone, the love hormone, you know the oxytocin? it goes and popped out that you all, lovey-dovey. You're all drugged, right? It's not real. Today, what people call it the love is love d'oraita, right? It's not love. To love each other, what is the love? You remember what is love? Love, the real love, the definition of love, is the ability to see the value of the other person without judgment. Actually, love is to be seen. If you don't see me, the real me, you just see yourself. You just see what you want to get. You just see your pleasure. You don't see me, you don't love me. That's why intimacy, it's into me see. Right? But if you don't see me, you see others. You're scrolling down, you see others so many places, or you have in mind so many other things, so which means you don't see me, you don't see the real me. What does that mean? To see each other? To see me with the good, to see me with the bad, and to accept, to press the button, accept all the above. But we don't want to accept. I want to accept only the good things. I love you in the box. I have love. I put it in the box. Only I love you when you, sweetie kitty, pitty kitty, pitty, right? When you're a little bit, be careful, wake up in the morning, like a snake. No, it's not. It's not the one. It's not. I didn't sign up for it. Right? Get out of here. I want to get out of here. So you have in mind, or to fight or to flight. Right? That's what we do. Or running away. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I want to have a quiet relationship. Silent. Right? But you don't understand that Hashem chose her to make your tikkun, to go through, to build the you together. To build yourself, your midot, your personality through her. By yourself, you're such a selfish person that have so much bad midot that you're never aware of your problems if you don't have a relationship with someone and mirroring. That's what the Torah said. The Gemara says, Zacha ezer lo zacha kenegdo. If you have a zchut, you're going to be supportive. You're going to build together towards one goal together. Don't look in each other's eyes. Look in one goal together and walk together. That's why Hashem said to the other nation, you want to get the Torah? You want to sign up? I'm not going to show you the good things. First of all, are you willing to be here in the bad days? I want to make sure that you're going to be supportive. Even I'm going through obstacles, when I'm crying, when I'm sitting in the shower and crying for 2 hours. Are you willing to be there? When I shoot at you, when I scream, when I'm showing you my tears, my pain, my suffering. I want to make sure that you're going to be there. You're not going to go run away and try to go outside and try to enjoy different places. Right? You want to have this relationship, or you want to have someone only love you when you lovey-dovey? When you're a little bit scary, he's like, woo, he's going away. Hashem said to the other nation, you want to be, I want to show you that the relationship is to be there. In the fire, in the water, in the good and the bad, to accept all above. And to be there to support each other, to build together. That kind of relationship that I want. You're not willing to be there. There is a time in the tough times, in the Holocaust, in the Inquisition, in the time that Am Yisrael went through so many problems, so many sins. They left the derech, they left the way. But Hashem is there, Hashem is showing up. Hashem never give up on us. But we never give up on Hashem. Even we show and we see that Am Yisrael, millions of people get dying, tragedy and problems, but we never give up. We never have less emunah and faith Some of the people left in the middle of the way. Well, that's the test. Relationship. It's when it's tough, when it's hard. That's what Hashem, you know what's the answer? We ask, why Hashem took the mountain and He lifted above our head and He said, if you're not willing to receive the Torah, I'm going to bury you. Right? I'm going to marry you or to bury you. Right? There's a book of my friend, Rabbi Toledano, one of the best from LA. He wrote a book, Married, Not Buried. If you want, I can give you later. Very interesting, nice book. חופה וגירושין זה נקרא בעברית. He's one of the best marriage consultants in America. Very, very good friend of mine. So Hashem said, I want to get married, not buried. What can I do? Am Yisrael said, no, Rega. We already accept the Torah. We said we will do, and then we will hear. So why you need to force on us? You know what's the answer? Tosot said, Am Yisrael receive, willing to accept only the writing Torah, the 5 books of Moses. Bereshit, Shemot, Vayikra, Bamidbar, Dvarim. That we're gonna keep. That we don't have problems. Why? There's no all the details. We accept the holidays, the donuts and Hanukkah, the matzah, the crackers in Passover, right? We just, people, you know, that get convert or people who get close to the Torah, they want to get just the candies. No, it's not just the candies. You have to be there and work very, very hard and make dedications. Hashem said, you willing to accept just the writing Torah, not the verbal Torah, not the entire Talmud, all the Rishonim, Achronim, the Poskim, all the halachot, the details, what to do in Shabbat, in Kashrut, in that, in relationship, all the halachot. No, shigata oti kol halachot. Drive me crazy, so much halachot, so much details, yalla. We don't want to keep another day, second day, third day, holiday. Every 5 minutes it's a holiday. We can't even work. And it's never ended 3, 4 days and another Shabbat and another, we don't know how much you can cook. Right? And we're not allowed to do that and not allowed to do that. I have to go to shul and eat. To go to shul and eat. Go to shul and eat. It's too much. Right? You have to put tefillin and tzitzit and Javan and tzedakah and the rabbi every time comes, 3 times, 101, die. We want to leave. But Hashem said, no. So Rav Pinkus said like that. He said that Am Yisrael wants to have relationship with Hashem like engagement. We like to see each other only in the restaurant. When she come on the heel, on the lipstick, she wears her wigs and stuff. It's so nice and perfume. She put it everywhere. She's so nice and right, the time flies and all the romantic candles and music and Beethoven, and you see you floating, you don't even see the food. That kind of relationship I want. We don't want to be together and to fight, to see her snoring until 11 o'clock. I don't want to see her socks on the floor. I don't want to see my husband's undershirt and underwear under my bed everywhere. And I don't want that relationship. I don't want that relationship to all day long. Hashem would like to see only holidays. Would like to come in Rosh Hashanah and eat the apple and honey. Es apple and honey, habibi, nechabayta. Right? You want to have relationship? Hashem lifted the mountain aside. I said, you accept the writing Torah. You want to have relationship like engagement? This is not relationship. If you're willing to accept only the good things, you're going to be buried. This kind of relationship will bury you because obstacles and problems will appear. And you're going to face problems and disagreement and fighting and crying and blaming and criticizing and willing to leave every 5 minutes. Well, what are you going to do? That's kind of relationship you're building each other, supporting each other. You be there for each other. That's the kind of relationship you want for yourself, for your children, for others. That's what Hashem said. If you're willing to keep and accept, fine. If not, I'm not willing to do it. That's why we stay up all night. Why we stay up all night? Night represents the darkness. I want you to stay up all night. When it's night, to stay up, to stand up, to show your face, to show that you're willing to be there, to show that you're willing to go in and read all the above and all the agreements, go all through the Torah. We ask, well, we have to learn all the Torah, to read all the mitzvot, yes, see all the business plan, all the agreements that we agreed together. Let's go back to the beginning. You have a problem with relationship right now? Because you forget where you came from. You forget all the agreements. You forget what we agree of. You forget all the business plan, what you have in mind to build it together. So everybody do whatever they want. So you live in your life, and he's living in his life, and everybody, and you only barely eating together. That's not a relationship. I want you to stay up all night, to be there in the nighttime. To show your face, to show that you're willing to read and to accept, we show Hashem, we want to know all the Torah. We would like to accept all the above. We would like to reconnect, to celebrate our anniversary. The reason that we celebrate our anniversary is to remember the connection, to remember the love, to remember the beginning, the first 2 years that we all kind of fly in a slow motion in the sunset. That kind of relationship we want to remember. That's why we read all the Bible, all the prophecy, all the Ketuvim, all the writing, everything. We're going through all the mitzvot. Mitzvah to Puvu, mitzvah to Talmud Torah, mitzvah tzitzit, mitzvah to tzedakah, mitzvah to zeh, mitzvah to... All the mitzvot to see, wow, Hashem, I barely keep 10 mitzvot, I can't believe it. I forgot all of it. I barely give 20. I barely. What kind of relationship? I don't do anything. I'm not even fulfill your needs. I'm not even fulfill what my duties. As a man, as a husband. You see the wife. You don't see your husband in the right shape. You see him depressed. You see him not functioning, not having... Because you don't support him and give him his needs. There's the needs of every person. To get his kavod, his honor, his respect, to compliment, to show, to admire him. Like the Rambam said, "V'yeh b'einei kesar o melech," like a king. You need to respect your wife like as a queen. To respect her, to treat her, to love her. So there is a need of each other. The top needs is need of love. To accept me, to love me as I am. To see the good things in me and to accept me and to be there for me. Even it's hard, even it's dark, even you don't see any kind of good environment. You're there for me even in the darkness. That's why we stay up all night. That's why we go into the mikveh in the middle of the night. Mikveh is like a restart. Mikveh is a 40 se'ah. Lama 40? How much water we need to have? 40 se'ah. It's amount of water that we need. Why? Because this represents the 40 days of a person. When you're born, you're not considered like a human being yet before 40 days. Right? 40 yom le'yitzirat havlad. When you go into the water, you show I'm reborn. Hashem, I want to restart altogether. I want to reconnect. I want to be there. I want to see the commandments. I want to see the mitzvot. I want to see the agreement. I'm willing to accept all above, and I want to learn about relationship. I want to do everything to fix it. Not just to fix. It's not the right word to fix relationship. It's almost impossible to fix relationship. It's to rebuild it in the right way, in the right tools. Nobody guaranteed to anyone to have like kind of relationship that no obstacles. If you have one line, like that straight line, you know what is that? It's a dead line, right? What? Flat line, right. When you have this kind of line, which means that you're alive, you want this aliveness, but you're willing to swear, to get to know each other, to swear that you never give up on each other, to be there in the nighttime, to show that you're willing to be there. That's what Hashem said to the other nation. Before I choose Am Israel, how can we say Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, Hashem, you choose us for all the entire nation? You choose us? You didn't have a choice. Nobody wants to get that in this relationship. You didn't have a choice. I offer you ice cream. Nobody wants. Okay, I choose you. It's not a choose you. You don't have anybody to give. No, Hashem make it in a purpose to make sure before I have any relationship, I make sure to disconnect from all the previous relationships, to make sure that I don't have anybody else in other options. You know what we said? Asher bara sason v'simcha, chatan v'kala, gila, rina, ditza, chedva, ahava v'achva, shalom v'reut. There is a famous pasuk. Hashem create type of happiness, of fulfillment, chatan and kala, and all the 7 type of happiness, right? Gila, rina, ditza, v'chedva, ahava v'achva, shalom v'reut. Why you put chatan and kala in the middle, and why you put love in the end? Love's supposed to be in the beginning. The answer is, before somebody get married, we told the husband, before you get married to your wife, you have to leave behind you Gila, Trina, Ditza, Chedva, Tahava, all the girls that you date before, leave them away and make sure that you be only with her. That's what we have. The best relationship is to willing to be there for each other, to see the good things in each other. Shavuot, it's all about the preparation to get to know each other. To celebrate Shavuot and to eat cheese is not about the dairy. To eat cheese is to have the sweetness. This is the passion. Love is not enough relationship. Love without passion is the ultimate failure. We love each other, but we cannot live with each other. Right? I cannot. I love her, but it's not for me. I love her from far away. I love her only when she's in these conditions. No. You have to have the sweetness to see the spark of each other. That's why we have the Taharat HaMishpacha, to go in the mikveh, to keep this kind of relationship that we're not all the time together. We keep distance to get to be excited from each other, to honor each other, to appreciate each other. And if something happened, always something have in mind, to understand that every day we can shift everything. How? Don't blame. Don't look for what's wrong. Don't blame and put and criticize on each other. Try to see what else I can do, and what do I see in my spouse that I need to fix by myself. What this kind of responsibility or accountability I'll take upon myself before I blame. Before I choose to see what's wrong, I always take a responsibility. There's need two for tango. You need to get consulted. You have to go to the rabbi or any kind of psychology or course. Sign up. Do it. Do something. Every day we count in Sfirat HaOmer. Every day we have in bracha, because every day you can change. Every day it's another day. Every day it's a blessing day. Every day you can shift everything. You can lift everything. Maybe you were wrong for 10 years, for 5 years, for 20 years. It's never late to change everything and to get the right structure in order to have the fulfillment, to look up on each other, to climb this mountain. As we said, there's 3 mountains in the world that are hard to climb. You know? Hare Everest, Hare Himalaya, the mountain of Himalaya and the mountain of Everest, and Hare Mekudeshet Li. Right? So that's why the mountain, Hare Mekudeshet Li, is the mountain, the most difficult one. Because that's showing who you are for real. We all can be the best outside, the best girl, the best man, the best woman, the best, we all nice and pretending. But the relationship showing the truth. Shavuot come to show us who you are. Get to be real. Stay up all night. That's what the Arizal said. I promise you, if you stay up all night, you willing to have relationship that you never give up on each other, I promise you to be alive for another year. To be alive, to get a life policy, to stay strong. Nothing will happen to you if you're willing to sacrifice from each other and not to be there just for when it's easy, when it's nice. To be there, that's the most difficult things. I have to pray to Hashem, B'ezrat Hashem, to get the most from Shavuot, to learn whatever we can, and to stay up all night, and to stand up, and to accept the Torah again, to accept the relationship again, to reconnect to Hashem again, to add more values, to change our perspective, and also to get the relationship for ourselves, healthy relationship, relationship with love and passion, and togetherness and friendship, that we look up in each other and we have a common goal that we have above us, that we never give up on each other. And then, B'ezrat Hashem, Hashem will dwell with His Shekhinah among us. B'ezrat Hashem, Amen ve'Amen. Chag Sameach. Thank you all for coming. Daku Baruch. Yes. And B'ezrat Hashem, I'll see you all next Tuesday. B'ezrat Hashem.